Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're here with our inaugural Matt the Hatch with Matt Green. How you doing, Matt?
Hey Marvin, how's it going?
Just trying to stay out of trouble, and folks, we're going to try to make this kind of a every couple of week feature with a little short insect update for Matt, but since this is the inaugural one, Matt wanted to give you guys a fishing report from the mountains to the coast, so I'll let you take it away, Matt. What do you see?
Yeah, so from right now in the mountains, Marvin, we've got some tiny black stoneflies, the Catenidae. That's the family that's starting to come off, and these are going to be anything that you can throw that maybe looks like a small midge as an adult in a size 20 or less. They're going to be really small. And then we have another caddisfly called Doliphalotes. The males are mottled brown winged, and the females are actually wingless. That you want to fish these up against the bank or rocks, and those are going to be your two main adults that are coming off right now in the mountains. And then the Piedmont, you're going to have what's called Neophylax. They're lingering. Those are the 10 diamondback caddisflies in a size 18. It's typically brown with a diamond yellow pattern on the back. And then you're also going to have some tiny black stoneflies coming off like you're seeing in the mountains. But, they're just not really coming off as thick as they will be in the mountains right now. One thing you have in the Piedmont that you don't have in the mountains right now are called the Lutridae or the tan needle stoneflies. These are going to be in a size 18. Really thin-bodied on these insects. Those are all adults. Now, for larvae or the nymphs that you're going to be fishing in both the mountains and the Piedmont right now are going to be more of your gray fox, your March brown, nymphal imitations. Those are within the family Heptagenidae. Then you're also going to see some blue quill larvae. These are going to be kind of a bluish gray larva, anywhere in a size 18 to 20, maybe even some 16s present. You're also going to see some golden and brown stoneflies, various sizes right now, anything from a size 20, believe it or not, all the way up into a size probably 8 or 6, fairly large. Now, in the tailwater rivers in the mountains, you're still going to see some midges, mostly kind of a dark forest green or brown or black. Those are going to be small, size 20 or less, most of them. And you might actually see some blueing olives. We're just getting out of the fall olives, getting into the winter olives, which tend to be a little bit smaller, typically more of a blue green than a true forest green from what I've seen in the past. And those are going to be an 18 or a 20 on the smaller side. And you're really going to need a little bit warmer day to get those up. Anything about 50, 45 and above Fahrenheit to really get those fish up on the surface and to get the bugs moving and emerging. And, we're lucking out here. We've got such a warm winter or late fall going on. It's really helped out the coastal bug fishing. If you're a guy that swamp fishes for crappie, bluegill, other game fish in coastal swamps, well, you've been real lucky because you've been getting a lot of hydrocycid caddisflies. These are brown and black caddisflies in a size 18. Still getting roll wing and needle stoneflies, Lutridae, in a size 18. These real thin-bodied brown imitations. We're also getting some coastal plain October caddis, believe it or not, size 14s to 12s, maybe some 10s for some of the larger females that have lots of eggs. They're still prevalent. I'm still light trapped them down at the coast. You're getting brown millers, which are in the family Leptoceridae. They're related to white millers, have very long antennae, the long-horned caddisflies. But unlike the white millers, these are brown-bodied without as intricate patterning as white miller, but still fairly pretty. And then one other thing you're getting are still light Cahills down at the coast, size 16s, size 18s. I was light trapping them just a week ago. We had a couple of cold fronts come through that may have put a damper on the bugs down there, but we've got some warmer weather coming up again this week towards the middle of the week. So, the fishing might pick up down there. And if you're interested in salt water, we have silverside and bay anchovies still pouring out of coastal rivers from North Carolina to Virginia to South Carolina. And you're still getting some false albacore around inlets, especially around Lookout, Hatteras Inlet, and some of the inlets further south towards Wilmington. You're still getting false albacore there. And you're also getting some small whiting and spot, really keeping the puppy drum bite going on the Outer Banks all the way down to Charleston, either near surf or near shore in the Sound or the Bay. And so that's the report, Marvin, from the mountains to the coast. Would like to make this a little bit more frequent thing for us, especially as we get heated up again here into the spring. We have a lot more emergence, and folks will be talking about an insect of my choice over the next couple of months, monthly. Maybe the tiny black stoneflies we'll spend some time with, and then Doliphalotes, which is kind of a small winter super emergence in the mountains for these insects. I mean, really providing some good activity in warmer portions of winter days.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like the main refrain there is everything's pretty small, Matt.
Oh, everything is small, that's for sure. A lot of, except for larvae, there's going to be some size variation, and that has to do with insect life history. You've got some insects that take more than a year to develop, and so the smaller insects are those that have just hatched from eggs, and the larger ones are those that have overwintered during the summer. And so they're still large, and they're going to be emerging in the spring, most of those larger stoneflies that I was talking about for nymphs.
Yeah.
Any questions, Marvin?
No, there's a whole lot of stuff there, but I know if we're going to have a hard time keeping it kind of under our 10 to 15 minute range if I jump in and ask you how to shortcut it. But what I would say, folks, is we do love questions, and if you'll email them to me or send them to me on our Facebook or Instagram page, Matt and I will work on kind of feeding those into what we want to bring you, because what we're going to try to do is, every couple of weeks or so, bring you something that's specific to one type of insect and kind of tell you where you find it, how it behaves, and how to work it into your fishing.
Yeah, and you could think of this as like a weather report.
Yeah.
From the mountains to the coast.
Yeah.
What do you expect bug-wise? Yeah. How does that inform your fishing?
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, folks, I wish all of you a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Matt.
Happy Thanksgiving, Marvin. Lots to be thankful for, even in a year marked with a pandemic.
Absolutely.